Hi, this is Neil Walters of neilwalters.com and the co-author of the best-selling book, The Art and Science of Success, Volume 3. What you're about to see actually happened in a business event here in Dallas about 3 weeks ago. I was there and I contributed to some of the people you're about to see. And then it's kind of amazing how the whole room also contributed. And I mean, just being there, it brought tears to my eyes, literally. And then I listened to it again on audio that we heard about a week and a half later. And I'll swear if I got teared up again, and I wanted to share it with you. So take a listen to this.
Come on up here real quick. $1,100, y'all. Sacrifice you made. Let me ask you, how much is your rent? $1,200. Okay. All right, so we almost there. And you use the whole $1,200 to get here. Yes. Whole $1,200 to get here. So we pretty much almost got your rent done. So, not almost. And so if you have any closing words you want to share, oh my gosh, thank you. I've had a good time.
I was thinking, oh, just another event they're trying to push or something like that. So, and I wasn't really like in an hour yet, so I was like, no, forget that. And then I saw all these videos of the Atlanta event, all these stories, and I'm like, okay, let's just see what it's all about. So I finally got in and went to the San Diego event, and I literally saw what Chris was talking about. There was like a powerful energy, a community of people just really on fire for what it's going to take to succeed. And as you all saw, look at, she's got $1,200 in her hand now. She doesn't even know if she's going to even get out of the freaking garage. And I'm trying over there not to cry right now, and I've got almost like tears of gratitude, trying to be a man, not cry, things like that, and it's just for this type of community, this type of story that now you can bring home, because I know everyone's holding up their video cameras, a lot of people are. This story right here is going to transform someone else's life. Yeah. And that's what this community is about empowering the community beyond the community we have in the room, right? And if y'all can empower other people and get their lives changed, just like your life is being changed right now in this very moment, the world is going to be a much more awesome place to live in. Who wants to be in an awesome place? Can I get a
And, I've been able to manifest $1,000 days, $3,000 days. I think I'm over like $40,000 so far in the business, which is phenomenal. And I'm just truly excited. But this weekend, this is my third event. And this weekend, something shifted in me. And I was really, really, really praying. I was like, Lord, I really, there's something, I could feel like there's just something just not jiving. I'm like, what is it? Like I'm in prayer. I'm like, what am I not connecting with? And, Dave Wood, he has such an ability. When he speaks, you believe him. When Dave Sharp speaks, you believe him. Actually, all the leadership, it's like when they spoke, you believe them. And it was like this belief just like snapped me out of it, because I got to see a radical story unfold right in front of me. I got to tell this story really quick. We actually tried to get her on the call, but we couldn't work it out. But this beautiful woman named Midra, who's actually on my team, drove like almost 20 hours from Lexington, Kentucky to Dallas. Literally had to use her rent money to get there. She came on nothing. I didn't know this story until she got here. But I was leaving Friday night, and I really felt compelled, to start praying for her. And then she started telling her story. She's got no money. She hadn't had a shower in 2 days. She's got no food. She doesn't know how she's going to get, out of the parking garage. And I was like, oh my gosh, I mean, hello, you got to come back to our house. And because I was, staying with a team member's house. And, of course, she got a shower and got some food and got some rest. guys, and the very next day, and this is what shifted in me, and I was just bawling. I actually was crying the whole way home on the plane. The guy next to me, he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine." But God so worked in that room, and those that know me know that I have a radical faith. And I'm okay to talk about my God. But he so worked in that room and used everybody so beautifully. And Nicole asked the question. She's like, who here came here like on nothing and don't even know how they're going to get home? Well, Midra stood up. And there was another mother and son that, that they had the same story. And Nicole said something. She's just like, we need to, guys, we're family. We're family here. We're family. That's what we are. We're here to take care of each other and to empower each other through our journey. We're here to grow together. And that I so connected with, but it was like Nicole said, we just need to sow. And that was it. It was like two things connected with me. And then a girl got up and she handed Midra money, and before you know it, the whole room stood up and just started pouring into Midra. And I was just like bawling. Guys, you're going to see videos like crazy. It's going to be all over the place. And I was like, wow. But what I connected with is I so believe, because I believe in people, but I had lost the passion to really believe in others, which stemmed from truly not believing in myself because of the mistakes that I had made over the last few years and the financial burden that I put on my family because I couldn't get my head out of my rear end, ultimately. That was the reason why.
I do want to give Elise a chance to just share what happened with Dave Wood before we close out. But, guys, this young lady suffers with she's legally blind, and Dave Wood blessed her with a gift that she's been praying for since she was 5 years old. And just by her being there and showing up, Lisa's talking about just show up. Just show up. And when you show up, you'll be surprised what different experiences you'll encounter and opportunities you'll encounter because you allowed your belief system to inspire your actions, and your actions led you to the opportunity that is going to be the gateway to your dream. So, Elise, if you are on the call.
Hello?
Hey, Elise, we only have a few minutes left on the call, but if you can briefly just tell everyone what happened to you this weekend and what Dave Wood did for you, the gift that he gave you this weekend. Can you go ahead and tell the audience what occurred in Dallas on your behalf?
Yeah, sure. Well, first off, I would just like to thank you for inviting me on this call. I'm just so very honored and blessed to be a part of a great team, and to also, have met you. This, let's say, at this event, it was just a life changer because I was homeless at the time that I joined, Empower, and I believe that I joined probably May 1st, I think, and it was, and I was, full of every excuse in the book, about why I can't have this because I'm, broke and homeless. And, well, God just had put it on my heart, be in Empower, get in now. And, and you guys, I have $5, in my wallet, at the time I joined. And it made no sense, on the natural why I should join, but I did. And God had just led every step of the way, and he told me to be at this event. He told me, you guys, go to this event. I have something there for you. And let's say in the natural, I do not have the money to go. I cannot afford to go. And God made a way. God had a ride arranged, and God had the money, and it was completely on faith that I went. And my life was changed from that very first night that I set foot. And, when David Wood, God bless his heart, when he had asked us our goals, something rose inside me and said, I will never, ever be broke or homeless again. I have reached my breaking point. And, and it was at that event, I reached my breaking point, and I said, I will never be broke or homeless again. And, and so Dave Wood, had called me out on stage, and I walked up on that stage, and I was so determined never, ever to be broke or homeless again. And yes, I couldn't really see the crowd, but I didn't care because I was just so blessed and honored to even be at that event and to even be surrounded by such a great family. And, and I didn't know what else that God had in store, but I was just like, okay, God, anything that you have, I receive. And God put it on my heart. He said, he said there is going to be a miracle for you, at this, at the event. And so I was like, okay, God. And so on Sunday night, something just happened, and, Dave Wood was asking, like, what would we do, with the resources that we obtained. And I had said an eye operation. You guys, an eye operation or my eyes being healed has been on my heart since I was 5 years old. That is 30 years. And, so Dave Wood had said, okay, who in here has asked about the eye operation? And so I said, me. And so he asked me if I could see. I said, not that well, and then so he said something that I will never forget. I am paying for your eye operation. I broke down in tears because I was just so, I went into shock. I was like, what? Like, no one has ever believed in me that much. No one has ever loved me that much to even do this kind of stuff for me. I mean, and, I was just so shocked. And, my heart is to help other people. My heart is to help the homeless. My heart is to help those who can't see, and I want to pay for, another person's, eye surgery. And when Dave Wood had just said that, I just started crying because I just felt so loved, and I was just in shock that someone cared about me that much. And it was all by obeying the Lord. I obeyed the Lord. I got my butt to the event and made no excuses. There are no excuses because I was the queen of excuses. You can't make any excuses about why you cannot join Empower. If God has laid it on your heart to join Empower, then you need to get in now. Get with whoever had sent you into this call and just get in. No excuses.
Folks, obviously the income examples discussed in this video are extraordinary. The income claims presented are not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. Instead, they're designed to give you an idea of what's possible. Success in this business requires leadership, hard work, and dedication. Since we want to help you make an informed decision, we've gone above and beyond with our income disclosure document. If you want to see the average earnings, please visit the page
iwanttolernmore.com/income.php.